So we have a quorum now. 30 takes to start a meeting. There's no one really waiting, so we're going to jump right in because we only have one article. I can't put anything else out there to have the people file in, but we don't have any people file in, so we're good. Today we have, if we have to have tellers, if we have a standing count or secret ballot, we have Karen Birch, Ann Buckley, Vicky Cataldo, and Jim Sanford. Housekeeping. Everyone that's going to vote, that's a registered voter, needs a yellow card. If you have a yellow card, you can vote. If you do not have a yellow card and are not a registered voter, other than a few select folks from the school committee from Manchester and superintendent, I think. So if you're not a registered voter, I think you need to be in the back row. If you're in the back row and you're a registered voter, it might get a little difficult to take a vote. So if you can maybe find the visitors aren't here, so we're good. So everyone back here.
Speak into the microphone more.
Thank you. The visitors would be up here. If you are a visitor, you need to be back here. So if you don't have a card or not a registered voter, you need to be back here. Except for Pam. Pam, you're good. And Aaron, I think Aaron, is Aaron here? Could we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can be seated. I believe there's a copy of the warrant. I have a copy here. I can verify that it's posted where it was supposed to be posted. So having said that, I will take a motion to waive the reading of the warrant. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Thank you. Before I start, we have one article. Should be fairly simple. I'm going to ask the Finance Committee Chair, Ben, to tell us whether the Finance Committee, a little background quick on whether they support not just this ratification, but the previous article.
Yes, so the Finance Committee voted to approve the original Article 4 of the town meeting warrant, and then subsequently voted to approve the compromise budget, both of which are the equivalent amount that we are ratifying tonight, hopefully.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
So no other housekeeping. We'll move to the only article, Article 1.
Here.
Right there is perfect.
Face you? Face you or face
Wherever
them?
you want to go. Face them. You can turn around and face them.
I just don't dare turn my back on a moderator without permission. I am too short for this. I, Teresa Whitman, move that the town vote to ratify the vote taken under Article 4 of the annual town meeting held May 1st, 2023, exactly as that vote was taken. The approved vote under Article 4 at the annual town meeting of May 1st, 2023 was as follows. That the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $9,434,813 to fund the town's assessment from the Manchester Essex Regional School District. Said sum to be calculated solely in accordance with the agreement between the towns of Essex and Manchester by the Sea, Massachusetts, with respect to the formation of a regional school district, as most recently amended by invoking and approving the provision found in paragraph 4 of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 71, Section 16B, allowing district members to reallocate the sum of their required local contributions to the district in accordance with the regional agreement for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2023.
Is there a second? Discussion?
Do I get to say some things?
I'll need the motion as well.
Turn it this way. Now may I make comments, Mr. Moderator? Thank you. Okay. We meet again. So as you all know, at our last town meeting, an override in the amount of approximately $289,000 that was approved at town meeting was then voted down at the polls, meaning that the proposed budget for the district effectively failed as it could not fully be funded despite the passing of Article 4. School committee was then charged to reconvene, reconsider, and resubmit to the towns a revised budget. We have done so. We took that charge seriously. We listened to what the voters of Essex said. We took considerable input from the public in a variety of formats, and we deliberated at length. Our committee voted to approve what is known as the compromise budget. Importantly, it gets Essex out of override territory. by combining teacher position cuts taken by attrition, meaning not replacing retired teachers and redistributing their responsibilities, and other adjustments with a reduced but not eliminated use of reserves to bridge the gap for now. This budget does not solve the bigger issue of aligning our community's expectations for education with fiscal constraints of member towns, and again delays the multi-year effort to eliminate the use of reserves for the operating budget. However, it does have the benefit, again, of getting Essex out of override territory and stabilizing the district right now, so that we can minimize the impact to students and teachers while we address the bigger issue together as towns. But will we really? Because that's the question on your minds, right? What's different this time? Who's going to say, we've heard this for the last 3 years? I can see the emails now. Well, what's different this time is there are a lot of eyes on this. The override passing and then failing has brought a level of awareness to the problems we've been working on collaboratively for the last 4 years in this cycle alone. And it is a cycle. We can expect this to continue. I've never been known for my optimism, but in this I do believe we have a unique opportunity to understand and align our town's expectations for MERSD, because there is so much attention on this right now. So we as a committee have submitted the revised budget, this compromise budget, to each of our member towns and requested affirmative approval, which we're here to do tonight. This is not technically required, since both towns have already approved funding equal to or higher than this revised budget, but it is important because it's a substantial change from the original, reduced by nearly $800,000 and utilizing reserves, which was eliminated in the previous. So it's important that voters get to weigh in on that, and the timing matters, because on July 1st, we start fiscal year 2025. And if we go into July 1st without having approved a budget, then we go into a whole separate sort of chaos known as the 1/12 budget, which is not going to be good stability for the district or for our towns. So to that end, I would like to thank the Board of Selectmen in Essex for pulling this unplanned, previously town meeting together quickly to create this opportunity for affirmative approval of the revised budget. It's not a solution, but it's a bridge, and it's important. If either town votes to reject the revised budget, we will again reconvene, reconsider, and resubmit a budget. Within 30 days, though, I believe we would do it a little bit more abbreviated than that. However, if both towns vote this week to support the revised budget as presented, we avoid that chaos, we stabilize the district, and we move forward on the path toward alignment between our member towns. Please support this budget with your yes vote. Let's finalize fiscal year 24 so we can get to work on how we handle fiscal year 25. Thank you.
You said fiscal year 25 starts on July 1.
Oh,
It's fiscal year 2024 starts on July 1, just so they know.
24. We need to start planning starting July 1. You got it.
Any further discussion? If you want to speak, please come up to the mic if you want to speak. No further discussion. Okay. So seeing no one else, I will move right to the motion. All those in favor of Article 1, please raise your yellow card. Okay. Anyone opposed? The motion passes. I will take a motion to adjourn. Have a good night.